Hi Gemini, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of August 26th through September 1st. This is for Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, and Gemini Rising signs. So Gemini, for this reading, I'm using the Fenestra Tarot deck along with the Magical Messages from the Fairies Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Alright, let's see here, Gemini. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, I do have the High Priestess. So listen to your intuition here this week, Gemini. Let's see here. The High Priestess is a more mysterious, secretive energy. Some of you could be dealing with a person like that. Okay, wow. So we have the High Priestess with the Two of Cups. So we have a couple of twos here. So for some of you, a relationship is significant. What's interesting though, Gemini, is we have the Ten of Swords and then we have the Four of Swords underneath the Ten of Swords. So maybe I'm reading for some Geminis where you've gone through a difficult time, maybe with a loved one. If not on the romantic front, it could be with a family member or a friend. There could be a separation. Maybe some of you are separated from this person physically right now. But the Ten of Swords is a tough time, a tough cycle completing. But the High Priestess is an independent energy. And then we also had that Four of Swords. So some of you are maybe alone, spending some time alone here this week. You might be separated from someone that you care about. Again, it doesn't have to be on the romantic front. It could be a loved one, a family member. The overall energy is the King of Cups. So King of Cups, as the overall energy, he obviously is someone who is an emotional being. He wears his heart on his sleeve. But for me, I view the King of Cups as someone who is emotionally mature. He has his emotions in check. So if he wants to show his emotions to you, he will. If he doesn't, he won't. We do have the High Priestess here as well at the bottom of the deck, which is a more passive energy. So some of you Geminis, you know, matters of the heart, emotional matters, very significant for you. You might be more emotional this week, but with the High Priestess energy, you could be actually keeping it to yourself, not sharing it maybe with this other person, this loved one with that Two of Cups there at the bottom of the deck. And if there are relationship problems, maybe what's needed for some of you is working together with the Three of Pentacles, teamwork, both of you contributing equally to the relationship with the Three of Pentacles. And maybe some of you Geminis are waiting on being able to do that because we do have the Hanged Man here. For some of you, this is what you're waiting on. You might want to fix a relationship. Maybe for some of you, you're just taking some time apart. I could be reading for some Geminis or taking a break from a relationship. But with the Hanged Man energy here, you could be seeing things from a different perspective. Also looking at the larger picture. So some of you are maybe realizing that you want to work with this person, that you want to work it out, that you can maybe move past this. So some of you are maybe choosing to work on a relationship. Others, the Hanged Man can represent letting go or surrendering, especially with Judgment. So I am reading for some Geminis that with the Hanged Man and Judgment, you are healing at this time. For some of you, there could be a breakup here with the Tower. It can be sudden with the Tower energy. Something crumbling because it wasn't built on a strong foundation. We also have the Devil here. So it could have been a toxic or an unhealthy relationship that is crumbling. And to be honest, with the Hanged Man, maybe some of you are seeing that here this week. The Hanged Man and the Tower can be an awakening. For some of you, you're maybe realizing maybe how unhealthy this person, this relationship was. And some of you will use this sword to maybe sever ties, to free yourself. You could also be speaking your truth. For those of you that aren't breaking up with the Tower and the Ace of Swords, I do see some of you speaking your truth. There could be some Geminis that you're quite angry. You could be expressing that. Or, you know, with these general readings, it could be the other way around. Someone could be expressing that to you. So just be aware. And it could be someone who's normally very passive, maybe someone who's quiet. But with the Tower energy, things could be happening suddenly. Some of you have an important decision to make with Judgment. Some of you are faced with, do you want to heal a relationship or do you want to move on? So needing to really listen to your intuition, spend that time alone. I am reading for some Gemini females that you could be speaking your truth here this week, definitely. Some of you are maybe going to use the sword and free yourself from anything that's no longer serving you. If it's not a relationship, could be a job situation, something that you've outgrown, something that's no longer serving you. We see this very passionate energy here with the Queen of Swords and then the Seven of Wands. I see some of you maybe defending yourself, speaking your truth, standing your ground, standing up for yourself, your beliefs. You know, if something's unhealthy for you, you could be telling someone, you know, what they can do. If it's a job, you know, what they can do with that job. For some of you, you're speaking your truth, definitely speaking your mind. And again, maybe some of you are normally like very quiet, or maybe you keep things to yourself, and you could be reaching that limit. For some of you, you're seeing something, or you're seeing someone clearly with the Hanged Man, the Tower, and the Ace of Swords. You're really seeing someone or something clearly here. There's like an awakening with the Tower, the Hanged Man, the Ace of Swords, and Judgment. There's like a realization. For some of you, it will be very powerful. There's this awakening, this realization. Now, for those of you that it's not on the love front, you know, maybe you've been trying to reinvent yourself, or you could have been trying to land a job, land a new job. You've been waiting, you've been patient. You've been patient and you haven't given up. I think that this week you still need to be patient. Try not to fear the worst, but I think that news, communication, for some of you, a job opportunity is coming in, and it might happen when you least expect it. It might happen when you least expect it. So be patient. Try not to fear the worst. Positive vibes, Gemini, so you can attract those positive blessings into your life. For those of you that have been waiting on maybe a job opportunity, you've been incredibly patient. Don't give up. I see success coming to you. So in the meantime, just try to control your thoughts, stay positive. Let's pull you an additional guidance card, Gemini. Wow. Okay. All right, Gemini. Okay, we have pregnancy. The birth of a child brings great blessings to you and the world. Wow. So with the Tower energy here, you know, I could be reading for some Geminis that maybe you're finding out that you're pregnant. It could be a complete shock here this week. So congratulations if you're finding that out. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. There could be a fellow air sign person, so Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, a Capricorn, a Scorpio who is significant. If not pregnancy, this can represent that fertile energy. So some of you planting those seeds, starting something new at this time. At the bottom of the deck, we do have connect with nature. You're rejuvenated and inspired by spending time outdoors. So those of you that feel as though you need to ground yourself, if you're feeling very emotional, here, if something's happening suddenly, what can help you is maybe going outside, getting outdoors. If something's bothering you, go take a walk. All right, Gemini. All right, so I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you are interested in having a private reading, please check out northeasttarot.com. Have a great week.